Good morning and welcome back. We've got rain, which is nice and not nice. Of course, we'd love to be working in some nice weather, but I am also glad that we've been getting a fair bit of rain because everything is so lush and green and wet, and it's just a little less time that we have to worry about fires. So we'll take all the moisture we can get if it means our summer won't be smoky and it'll be nice and green. So we're starting a new project today. Greg's going to be getting on the tractor. We're going to be building a power shed. So we want to get all of our power components out of the house because ultimately we want to turn that utility room into a second bedroom, and that's where all of our power stuff is right now. So we actually also noticed we turned off the power stuff to do some filming in there the other day, and I realized it's so much quieter without the power stuff. So if you're thinking about putting power inside your house, maybe at least a closed off room. We like to keep that room open so that the heat is in there in the winter and everything, and the dogs go in there. But it's going to be nice to get that power stuff out of there and moved into their own dedicated space. No, come on, out of there. You're not blue heeling the tractor. All right, we've got this ready to go. We had some gravel delivered the other day, so we're gonna start putting that down. We bought road base because we're gonna be doing gravel in a few different places, and we didn't want to have to order in a bunch of different trucks. We just wanted as full of a truck as we could get out here. We're doing road base, and Greg says that it's gonna compact and make this a lot more solid and support the concrete a bit better. So he is gonna start bringing some of that over.
bits, the dips, and then I'm gonna start pounding it.
Hi! Hi, Steven! Get the welcome crew. Lily. Hi, Lucy. Leave it. Now that we've got the spot already, everything is tamped down and good to go, we're gonna start building the wood frame that's gonna hold the concrete. So we're doing a dry pour, and we are also going to be reinforcing it with chain link fence. So that should hold it, that should keep it nice and strong for the Canadian winters.
Certainly get an 11 out of this. This is 14 feet. That's definitely good enough for a form board. I think this is a full piece on the mill. Push the head, or lift it up. There. Let's set it down over here. I just want to get some of the shit off of it.
So for this power shed, we're going to be doing 8x10, and it's going to house all of our solar components. We've got our electrical line coming up from the solar panel, so that's going to come straight up the hill and into this building, and then we will run a cable from this building into the house where our electrical panel is, and it's going to be nice to get that room cleared out.
I don't hit a big rock. These are long enough. You know that?
It's ball time, guys. It's time to play ball. All right, we are ready to go for concrete. Actually, Greg's gonna have to pull out some chain link fence. I thought we were using our leftover stucco wire, but I don't know if we actually have enough to do that. So he's gonna pull out some chain link fence. Tomorrow when we're at the store, we'll pick up some rebar to do around the edges, and that should reinforce it. But we're ready to go for concrete tomorrow. We've just gotta pick it up. We're gonna call it a night because we're hungry. and it's late, and the wind blew out the barbecue, so our ribs have not been slow cooking, and I'm gonna have to make something else, I guess. Hi! Is it your baby boy? Is it your baby boy? Oh my goodness, he's so sweet. Look at this little boy. Look at this, he's such a sucky boy. I'm excited to try the dry pour method. I know a lot of people say not to, a lot of people rave about it, and the more people that tell me not to do something, the more I want to do it. So thanks to all you commenters who said we shouldn't do it. We're gonna give it a try. So it's just gonna be a power shed. It's not like there's gonna be a vehicle on there. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it holds up for us and to the weight of the batteries. But there's only one way to find out. Onyx! Hi, Lily! Come on, Steven! Come on, little guy! Yay! Hi, little man! Good morning, everyone. It is dry pour day today. So we got all of our concrete yesterday, and we're looking forward to getting it down. There's a lot of controversy with the dry pour, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Greg is going to go and take the truck over. It's got half of the concrete in the back. We had to do 2 runs into town to get it. And yeah, so that's the first load of concrete. And I guess we're just gonna start unloading it and putting it into the form. And I got my little buddy here for some help. Hey, Steven! He fits through the fence, so he gets to do whatever he wants for now. But hopefully he will be too big to do that soon, once he starts becoming a real menace. Right, Steven? Hey?
So even though I've seen the videos on YouTube of everyone with their successful dry pours, I am super skeptical about this. This is Katie's thing. She's sure that this is going to be great, and I think it will. I've watched the videos, but I like the traditional way. You know, it makes sense to mix it up so that it's done properly. So we'll see how it goes. I
just want to prove you wrong.
Oh, you want to prove me wrong for sure. And you will, I'm sure you will. Won't be the first time and won't be the last. But just so you know where I'm coming from, I'm skeptical about this. So I'm sure you are too, because we've had lots of comments. We've mentioned that we were going to do this in the barn. We've had lots of comments below saying you guys are crazy for even considering it. It's going to fail.
One thing. Because we're in Canada, it's actually cheaper for us to bring in a concrete truck for the barn. This was $600 for this concrete.
$10 for a 60-pound bag in Canada.
Off-grid with Jane Jen, they just got their concrete for $3 a bag, which is crazy. I wish.
You know what BC stands for, where we live? Bring cash.
Or credit.
Oh, that's pretty good actually, isn't it?
Yeah, so if we cut that off, we can do it.
Okay. Yep. Look over there. Do you see them? I'll just grab it there.
Juniper, what are you doing? Out! Out! Get out of here! No! Damn dogs, we've got netting that we put between the boys' pen and where Lily and Steven are, because Steven's fitting through. We don't care if he goes out into the grass, but if he goes into the boys' pen, we just don't want him to get hurt if they're aggressive at all. And Juniper's been breaking in to the girls' pen, and now she's trying to pull on the netting. Juniper. Naughty dogs. All right, that's all of our concrete. I think we might be a little bit short, but this isn't wet concrete, so if we need to run into town, we can. We can pick up a few more before we keep going. The DIY dream. What's going on with my hair?
The DIY dream.
So we did a concrete calculator on a website. I don't know what it's called, but it said we needed 60 bags. So Greg almost bought 60 bags and I shouted out at him at the hardware store, just get 65. And now we're short still. So we're gonna have to run in and grab a few more bags. All right, we're back from town. We got 5 more bags, had some lunch, ready to finish this off. Got heat wave forecast coming, so at least we get to play with water later on.
So Katie and I have been going back and forth screeding this. And as you can see, it's pretty good. Problem is there's some dimples here. And if you're gonna be doing this, what I would suggest is get a couple bags of Portland cement just to fill in the fine stuff, just to kind of finish the top, because that would help us so much. What we're gonna do right now is Katie just went and grabbed a sifter. And what we're gonna do is just sift out the cement out of the concrete and try to finish off the last little bits like that. And then ultimately, if it's not perfect, we can like just do a finish on top of it once it's dry. So
Yeah, we're building a shed, so it's not like it's gonna be.
it's a power shed.
It's not gonna have rainwater sitting in the low spots.
No.
Getting it out or anything. So I believe you want to mist it for the first 2 spray downs, and you want to leave about an hour in between, but you want to mist it so that the surface hardens, and then once it has hardened, you can blast it with a bit more water to really saturate and get it to soak down. So this is our first time. Don't use this as a how-to video. Do your own research, but so far it's looking pretty good.
My slab is already looking like it's drying out, so I'm gonna give it another light mist, and then we'll just wait another hour, and then we'll start hosing it down and actually getting the concrete nice and wet. Okay, so the 2 mists are done, and if we check it out, see that? I've got like a shell on the concrete now. So what am I gonna do? It's time to hose it down. First time out of 4.
What is the point of this? I'm gonna get you.
No, you're not.
I want to shoot down.
The old down shooter. So this is our third heavy watering out of 4. I'm just gonna say real quick, this is looking so good for how little work we've done for this. We don't have like concrete tools. We just have our normal tools that we have here at our homestead. And yeah, this is going really good. I'm curious to see when we pull the forms off how good it's going. So that's gonna be a bit before we get that. But I'm gonna give this a water a couple more times, or this time and then one more time. And then we wait. It's been 2 hours. And I was supposed to do the last spray down an hour ago. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be okay. But I'm gonna finish this last spray down, and I think we're gonna be, that's gonna be it for the dry pour. So we'll see how it goes. I'm actually pretty confident that this is going to be totally good enough for what we needed. I'm surprised at how well this turned out.
All right, it's finally the day where we can pull off the concrete forms from the slab. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it turned out around the edges underneath the form. We did have a few spots where the dogs must have scratched on it, and another spot where the pressure from the water coming out of the hose was too much. So we did do the two rounds of misting, which was supposed to harden the surface. But once we did switch to the kind of full flow of water, the pressure was a little bit too much at that point, I guess. So we had to use kind of a softer hose setting so that it didn't create more divots. But otherwise, it's looking pretty good. And like I said, we're excited to see how it turned out underneath the forms. Hi! Da 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 da. Oop, Mr. Guy. Hi. Nim nim nim. Woo! Woo! Come on! Ah! You're supposed to do a funny jump. Come on. Woo. Come on, do a jump. Ooh, look at that.
That's a lot better.
Beauty.
Oh.
Check it out, Steven.
There's a little.
All right, the lighting is kind of hard over here with the mixture of shade and sun coming through, but I think it's looking pretty good. We've got, the edges are pretty good. There's one corner that's a little bit, kind of has a, it's compromised. It doesn't have concrete all the way down, so we'll have to fix that up, but pretty happy with how it turned out.
The dogs got on this while it was curing, and there's some scratch marks. And I know there's gonna be a couple spots that aren't perfect. This is a power shed. We're gonna put batteries and an inverter in here, and that's all it's gonna be. It's not a big deal if it's a perfect surface. It is, by the way, dead level, which is perfect. I don't think that I would do much larger of a surface than this personally.
Which is what?
Which is 8 by 10, so 80 square feet. This saved us time and money doing it this way. It was actually pretty easy to do. I'm impressed, and I am sold on the dry pour for some things, this being one of them.
Mr. Social Guy, aren't you? Oh my. What a nice little boy you are, hey? You're just a nice little guy. Mr. Social Pants. Come on. Woo! Beep. Come on. Come here.